Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for December 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn, experience in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life and in readings than your sun, moon, or ascendant sign. And remember, you are going to want to watch two videos, one for your north node by sign and one for your north node by house. So with that, I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides, guardians, and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see and hear this reading, and that may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Libra and or the 7th house. This is going to be your December 2023 Tarotscope reading for the first half of December. Okay, so the card that popped out for you is the Nine of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing for the first half of December for you, North Nodes in Libra or the 7th house, is there is an influx or abundance of energy. It's all about like energy, both physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, any kind of energy. And really what this is saying that you're going to want to channel this energy in proper directions, okay? Let me get into your timeline cards, okay? So you've got the reversed 10 of Cups, you've got the 3 of Swords reversed, and you've got the Ace of Wands. And what I'm seeing for a lot of you is that there is an issue that you've been dealing with that has to do with most likely family, but it could also be close friends, but I'm thinking like relatives. And also it could definitely be something in partnerships, romantic partnerships, definitely included in that. And I feel like it's either it's been dealt with and it's like an ongoing thing that is healing itself type of a thing, or there could be some energy still there within that because of whatever this was that you went through. And the influx of energy I'm seeing with this Ace of Wands is that you naturally, one of your gifts, if you have this North Node in Libra or the 7th house, it means your South Node is in Aries or the 1st house. So most people that have this North Node naturally have like a high energy. In fact, a lot of times their high energy kind of can get them into trouble because there's like, it's like where do you focus the energy on? Okay. And it's this interesting thing because what I'm feeling like is I'm feeling like whatever this situation is, that it honestly could be something that you're dealing with that isn't very pleasant regarding some sort of a family situation or romantic situation or romantic situation. And what it's causing you to do is it's like causing you, when you get challenged, it's almost like you get energized. Okay. And I know that makes sense to you. So for example, for some people, when they run into roadblocks or obstacles, many people kind of like they get down and their energy drops. But because of your, that warrior energy that you naturally have, it is positive, but it can be used in a positive or negative way. But when you get challenged or have roadblocks, let's say in a situation where there's a disagreement or an argument among the family member or in your romantic relationship, For you, it actually energizes you. But here's what I'm talking about for this first 2 weeks. What you want to do is learn how to take your natural gift of energy, because different things in your life will trigger you in certain ways. And when you get that energy, what this is saying is to focus it in positive directions, in directions that are going to help you. Because when any human has an influx of energy, let's say because of a situation, like it's almost like the flight or fright type of a response. The reason that you know humans and animals have that is to help them survive. So it's like this survival thing kicks in, and you naturally have that. What I'm seeing here, the way this is tied in is with the Nine of Pentacles. If you see this card here, this card is known as many things. One of the things it's known as it's called the woman alone, or the person alone, which means that it's not that they are alone in their life necessarily, but they have the self-esteem and the strength that they aren't dependent on anybody. But what this card particularly means for you is, if you notice this card, the Knight of Pentacles, this person has uh, plenty of resources around them. They have time for hobbies. You could see that she's holding like a falcon here, okay, and a beautiful, like, lush garden. And this is basically it's the time to enjoy life. But what this specifically means for you is, when you get this influx of energy for whatever happens in this situation that I'm talking about with a family member or in a romantic relationship, think about channeling that energy into positive areas of your life. What are the positive areas? Maybe working on your dreams and goals. The pentacles here means maybe channeling it into, like working overtime, or working on that side business that or planning something that you want to do for the future that could make money. Also, hobbies and interests, or channeling it into, like, let's say, just off the top of my head, if you have, you could channel that into like housework or things you need to do, or channeling it into helping a friend, and as I already said, like hobbies. It also could be channeled into you know working toward bettering your life in just even general ways, like maybe learning a new skill type of a thing. But really what this is saying is, this is teaching you this 2 weeks. Then the reason for this is, it's teaching you how to take extra energy and put it in directions in your life that are going to help you. What can happen a lot of times is, when a person doesn't know really how to focus their energy into positive areas, it can be focused into areas that don't help them. What are those areas? Like, the energy could be just like stirring inside them, and then they start thinking about something, and maybe it kicks them into a negative mode. Or the energy is channeled in them, and then they might take it out on somebody, or like, let's say, at work or something like that, and it's like, whoa, where did that come from? They kind of see, these are because it's an improper use of this energy. Energy has to be expended. It has to be focused and controlled, but it's going to go somewhere. And so this is just saying, like, okay, focus this energy in directions that will help you. Okay. Now, your two advice cards are, you've got the Eight of Swords, and you've got the King of Swords reversed. Now, this is really what I'm talking about, you know, how this can affect you when you have an influx of energy, how it can affect you in a negative way. One of the things that just occurred to me was, I remember one of the memories I have had of my mother. She's now, passed away. But when I was a young kid, when she was upset, what she would do was she would clean, and she was always like a pretty much of a cleaner, but she would really get in there and deep clean. And it was like, that was one of her ways of expending that kind of like negative energy, or, she would focus it into like something positive, which is like a clean house. And then I noticed that when she would do that, she would feel better after, and just as a kid, I like kind of observed that, But what this is saying here is that for a lot of you, when that energy comes in, if it's not channeled correctly, it really goes to your into your thought process, okay? Because swords here rule the mind, they rule thoughts, it rules communication, and so like the thoughts and communication sometimes can, for example, you get triggered and upset, you have this buildup of energy, this fight or flight type of a thing, and then maybe, you kind of blow up and like say something to somebody, but for a lot of you, I think it's like a mental thing where it goes into your head and you stew about it. So what this is saying is with this Eight of Swords is that all you have to do is don't allow this energy to kick you into mental negativity. Okay, that's what this is saying. This is like you have the power and the ability to not let that happen. And the King of Swords reversed is again saying that, when that energy comes in and it's not used properly, it sometimes can make a person act in a way that's not truly who they are, but it's like it can make you it can make you be a person maybe you don't want to be, type of a thing. And so, just have fun with it. Just remember the first 2 weeks, whatever's triggering you, especially with this situation that has to do with like, family or partnerships, when it triggers you, see if you can focus that energy into productive areas of your life, because you know energy is energy, and the world is run on energy. Like this also, the ace of sword or ace of wands here is saying it could be focused into creativity. So a lot of people, when they get this energy, like you have the ability to, maybe you have a great idea comes up, like you say, okay, you're going to start like focusing on your future goals and dreams, and then you could have an idea. So all of this energy is usable, and all it's saying is use it in its most productiveness, okay, in your life. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions in your life, or would like me to analyze your birth chart, you can get a personal reading in my website. So there's a link in the description box below. Would love to help you with that. But again, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.